Hello everyone and welcome in this new Ask Me Anything, the last of the year, the last of the 2025 year. I'm with Loic and Thomas. Hello guys, how are you?
Hi, fine. Hi everyone.
Hi, so pumped to be here. Great to be here at the end of December.
Yeah, this is the Christmas Ask Me Anything, and as usual we will answer your question. We have a lot of questions, of course, of the community, but we have I would say generic question we answer already. So I just want to start with this first I would say overview of the last year, of the 2025 year, with you, Loic. Can you make an overview of what we have done this year?
Yeah, so interesting year. We were like, it's really building, so it was the year of building. Right now we are about 50 people in Galeon. So we scaled the company, and at the start of the year we were struggling with all the new process, because when you have more people, so we moved from 5 people to 50 in like 3 years. So
that's impressive.
That's
what we call a startup.
yeah, that's the scale up.
Yeah.
And we saw that at the start of the year we're struggling to get the production machine working fine, and we found our new way of organization, and suddenly everything went much faster and smoother. So I saw a lot of progress on every part of the company. You know, we are building the EHR, the electronic health record for the hospital, and I think at the start of the year we had like maybe 45-50% of the EHR. Now we are about 95% of it. So
quite close to have it.
Yeah, that's really great, because we got the first client who wanted it,
which is
Saint-Joseph in Marseille.
Yeah.
And they were okay to have something unfinished and finish it with us. So that was really nice. We strengthened the company in every part of the like in the infrastructure, in the marketing, in the project, in the product, in the development, in the administrative part. And now we are, when you scale a company, you have different steps.
Yep.
And so now we are really strong at this step. So that's really good, and we are moving really fast. So, and we saw that for the Saint-Joseph deployment, it was scheduled, started in September, and we were a bit late on we had some missing points, and we were able to catch up all those missing points until now. So now we got some good feedback from the hospital, and we're going to start next year.
So what is the date for Saint-Joseph? What is the exact date to start?
I think the training start in February.
Yeah,
so like
we are close.
A bit 1 month, 1.5 months, and right after the training they deploy the software.
And this is, I would say, a really impressive goal to deploy it in only 9 months.
Yeah, that's a big challenge, and I think it's a challenge that it will be covered by the marketing team too. So to see how we do behind the scene, because usually that kind of software is deployed in 4 to 5 years in a hospital. So imagine it's like if you want to change a rocket in flight. So the hospital is using his own rocket, and we have to move it to the Galeon rocket and move all the people, train all the guys without like on flight. So
and we need to keep it simpler is better. With
definitely.
the engine. Okay, just to I forget it, but we will have a quiz at the end of the video, at the end of the live. It will be in French. Sorry for the English guys, but we will do it in English in the coming Ask Me Anything. So please stay at the end of the video of the live, because we'll do a quiz with some Galeons to win. So please stay at the end of the video. Okay, so we talk about this year, but can we have, I would say, an overview, or not an overview, but the big milestone and the goals for the company in 2026?
Yeah, so next year.
Next year, yeah.
The next year is a key moment, I would say. We see that in France, we are deploying hospital in France. We start to have big clients in France, but we know that the future of Galeon is to expand. Like, it's not only stay in France, but expand to other country. And now we have the maturity to go there. So for me, like, the biggest milestone is like to be able to sign and deploy hospitals outside of France. So we have contacts in Luxembourg, in Switzerland, Middle East, and because suddenly you're not like a small software for a hospital in one country. Suddenly you become an international solution.
And why now? Why now? Why we want to go internationally? Why now?
First, before we couldn't do it. It's like because to sell it to a hospital outside of France, you need to have it deployed in France. You need to prove that it works, and so that's the first step. Second step that we see that's the hospital of France they have less money. They struggle, and in what we create is really the innovation. It's a premium product. It's a really high quality product, and to make all this AI, all these tools, you need money, and you need people who are able to buy this kind of product. And there is many countries in the world that are wanting this level of innovation.
Yeah, we will go back to the, I would say, the international expansion strategy right after. But just before, I want to talk with you, Thomas, about Atlantis. Yes, Atlantis. Everyone know Atlantis in the community, but some people don't know Atlantis. Maybe you can explain what is Atlantis and what is, I would say, the last progress we made with Atlantis.
So Atlantis is our gate for the pioneers. It's the way for people to come on board on the project, whether they are caregivers, they are patients, or they are just innovators, or they just care about the future of medicine and the future of care in France, in Europe, around them. And so it's the way to come in the community, and also to get committed. So to buy some Galeons, participate in the financial adventure. We think that you have to, in French we have an expression for that, it's get your suit wet, like get really into the field with us. And so we have built this fun tool. Let's say it was fun.
It's fun.
We wanted it to be fun to build, and we want it to be fun for people who join us. So we have quests that are available every week, almost like several times a day. And there is this possibility given to the pioneer and to the commandment to participate in one of the greatest adventure they can take part into in their lives. I think Galeon is one of those opportunities. So Atlantis has been first a way to buy simply some Galeons. We are expanding slowly but surely. We are doing so. There have been some collectibles. Last week I was very pumped and glad to also distribute some badges. By the way, if you participated in the ICO or participated in rereading the white paper with us, I think we have a small group, and they get a special badge for it. And it's not just a badge to show off. Of course, it's a good thing, but probably like maybe one day you will be rewarded in some way. You never know. So I cannot say anything for now, but maybe one day. So the badges were given this week. It's a small thing, but still a good step. And we're working on something big. I cannot say more of that, but we are working on something big because we have seen that a lot of people want to get into Galeon, but they are hesitating with the crypto. We think that Galeon is a very good way to introduce people to crypto because we are very bullish, of course, not only on Galeon, but in crypto in general. And we are very bullish, of course, on Galeon. And we want people to understand that and to get in the thing. So Atlantis is the way to follow.
Yeah, and you can talk also about the staking programs. It's almost full for the diamond hands, I guess.
Yeah, so that's right. So I talked about the big picture, but I forgot to focus on what we did last week. Yeah. So we released the last staking program. That means that you can put your Galeons in some safe place, that Galeon program on Atlantis. You can deposit your Galeon on Atlantis and you will get a reward. We have 3 staking programs, 3, 4, and 5 years. So it's a bit longer than the one before, but and something that we knew, we have a very good community. We knew that the community was very loyal, and the proof of that, we have numbers now. Is that the biggest, so the longest staking program with a 60% reward is a 5 years program, is almost full. It's like, I think more than 20 million Galeons have
29,
been 20, sorry, more than 29 million Galeons have been staked on a total pool of 30 million available. So we have less than 1 million still available. Yeah. So I think it's a performance.
It's a success.
It's a success.
It's a nice success.
And believe me that the people who are investing right now in this staking program, they will look back at their decision 5 years from now. If we are still alive, of course, but there is no, but there is always risk, but in 5 years, they will look and see what we have done. So looking at what we have done in last year, you can see the trend and it's accelerating. So,
and I want to add something about the Atlantis. We took some risk to this gamified platform. Yeah. Like even internally, some guys say, why your game? Like what is like? Yeah, it's like
we are not a game.
It's for kids. It's like
we are doing serious stuff with hospitals.
And you see, even some people in the community were saying, it's really gamified. Like it will. And we see the numbers. We see that there is more and more people going on board. Yeah. We see the usage. Like the people are happy. They really enjoy it. They caught by the game.
So like us. We are participating.
I'm one of the first users of this one.
We are participating too.
So that's really nice to see. That's sometimes you need to take some bold risk.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works.
And this is in our DNA, I would say, because we take risk every time. We also, because for the hospitals, we have the life of the patient in our hand. And we know that if we make too much risk, if we have too much risk, we can have some patients that died. But also we want to maybe test a bit the gamification in the on production on the core app. So the gamification, I would say, we are gamers. We are all gamers in not all in Galeon, but in the Galeon team, but we are quite gamers for us. And we know that gamification is a playful manner to onboard people and to, like, we know in healthcare, it's not a sexy field. The healthcare is quite annoying. So gamification is really part of our DNA. And I hope one day we'll be able to do it for the hospital side.
I think it will be amazing. Like those software are usually boring. Yeah. Like if you see our competitors is very old solution, very boring, and you have all the new generation that's coming there. They have Snapchat, they have TikTok, they have Instagram, they have mobile games, and suddenly they become with this solution that's they from the 90s, very boring. So it's. You can work and have fun, like work hard and play hard.
So. That's nice. Okay, so let's go back to the international strategy. Like I want that you explain what is our international expansion strategy for the next coming years. Okay, not only for 2026, but for the coming years.
Yeah. So now we have a proof of success. It works. So what they call the product market fit. It took a while to get it for the electronic health record because it took almost 9 years to build it. So now it works, and the results are there, and we're gonna publish more and more results and outcome. So now how we can replicate? We see that many countries they want to bring at the origin of the electronic health record. They just wanted to put what is on a paper on the computer. But now everyone talking about AI that can solve, cure some disease, cure cancer. And those countries say, okay, why we cannot have this AI on our healthcare system? So what are the solutions? And there is very few solutions like that, like us in the world. So that's why now it's time to get known outside. Like not stay only in France, but say, okay, look, it works. It works at the scale of a smaller country. Like, for example, we are in discussion in Luxembourg, some canton, so it's kind of region in Switzerland. And that's once we show that it works at this scale, maybe other bigger country will be interested and go and so on and so on.
And maybe Middle East too?
Yeah, Middle East, we already have some contact with some guys in the Middle East. They want the best. They want the innovation.
And they have money for it.
And they have money for it. And we are the best. So now they need to know us.
That's nice. Okay, so Thomas, can you talk about the events for 2026 on the healthcare part and on the crypto part? Because we know that for now the crypto market is not so hot. but maybe in 2026 it can change.
Yes, so probably like if you have followed Galeon's social networks, you have seen that in the past month we were on the plane a lot. We went to Singapore, we went to Dubai, we went to a lot of places, Vienna, and so on and so forth. So this was very useful to see the crypto guys and the crypto bros, the investors. As you also may know, because you are here, you know that the crypto space has taken a big slap in the face in October, and it's still like recovering. It's long, and people are doubting. It's like the FUD is very good, is very heavy, and so at this point we said okay, and we have felt that also in the international level in the events. So we know that. So our I would say. Our challenge and our bet is that it will take a bit more time and it will come back to us. So the 2026 are still like will go a slightly like a lower pace mode for the crypto events compared to the last 2 months, of course, because last 2 months was very. So we'll go to big events, probably Singapore token 2049. Probably Dubai also for token 2049 and so on. Smaller events also, local events, meet the community, of course meet you. We have Santexpo where so it's a healthcare event, but we'll also have a moment for the crypto community. And for the healthcare, as Loic said, we are turning to the international, and that's very nice with the crypto is that you can entangle them. You can say, okay, we are crypto. And people in crypto, they are innovators, and they usually know some innovators in the healthcare system also. So we tend to do this thing. So probably like first in Europe for healthcare, but also abroad. And we have been to an event in Geneva, one like less than 2 weeks ago, 2 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, and we met like so big hospital groups. So I cannot say all the details, but we are like, and I think we are like the only EHR editor.
And PHM, we started to discuss about PHM, population health management. That's the EHR of the whole country.
Yeah.
And maybe we can talk about the PHM because this is our vision.
Yeah. Before that, I want just to add something about the crypto environment, market. You know, we saw that during this, since the halving of Bitcoin, you saw some phase of euphoria, like it was going up and down, up and down, up and down. And something it's what we see now because we're in contact with many crypto projects, a lot of them die. Because it's really exhausting for them. They don't have the money to survive. And that's this up and down are really hard for the we saw a lot of, so not only French projects but many projects all around the world, but some it's like it's the Darwin selection, you know, it's like the weakest die, the strongest stay, and for now Galeon stays. So that's good. And that's the thing is like the more and more people they were like, yeah, Galeon is like it's not gonna up like 100x like in one month. I don't go there. Now they come back here. It's like, okay, I lost all my money in those products. So
but you're
still there and you work and you build and you have all these things. So it looks interesting. So you see this concentration of the attention, and that's good. The fact that we are quite resilient and because we're not only base crypto. We have the 2 foot, one in the real world with the healthcare and one in the crypto. And that's make us so resilient, and that's a really good sign. And we see a lot of people say, "Okay, guys, are you still there? Oh yeah, that's really nice."
Can you talk about the vision of Galeon? Like, what is a PHM? What is a population health management? And what is a vision? I would say in the 10 or 20 years of from now.
Yeah, we see that if you want to improve the healthcare of a population, you need to gather all the data of the population, and you need to have the data in the long run, like from the birth to the death. because in every step of the life of the person, you will detect some element and say, okay, you need to go to the doctor for that. You need to do this to avoid to have this disease, or maybe you have the risk of this cancer. So take this treatment in prevention, like preventive care, and that's the next step of the healthcare. The current step of healthcare is like, okay, you're sick, you go to the doctor, and the doctor try to cure you, to treat you. You have a cancer, you're gonna have chemotherapy. The next step of the healthcare is like to prevent having this one, because suddenly you have a healthier population. Everyone is happy. You know, people are not sick. The government spend less money because it costs a lot of money to cure someone. But if this one is not sick, you don't need to spend this money, and this person gonna go to work. They're gonna produce like value for the, and there. So this trend is, we see that now the politics are, they see that they want to tell to the population, hey, we take good care of you, because it's their role. And for that you need population health management. You cannot have this data in silo in different things. So it's what we are building and deploying. And with all this data, we want to move the healthcare at another level. So it's something that we start to talk a bit more. Right now, healthcare is like evidence-based medicine. So that means it's medicine based on the study, the science. But we know that 50% of the medical study are wrong. They are false. It's like because some interest, some money is involved. So a doctor based their reasoning on something that is 50% wrong. So that's quite bad in the end. And we want to move this healthcare into the data-driven healthcare. So what is meaning is like with AI, you can analyze a huge amount of data. So when someone go to the doctor, and you can do it live. So the patient go to the doctor, Galeon and the AI inside Galeon analyze the data of 800,000 other patients that looks like this one, that have the same pattern, and suddenly we can tell to the doctor, hey, you have 95.6% of chance that this treatment will work, and you have 62% that this one will work. So you can choose, but this is the data, and that's the future of healthcare.
That's nice. I just want to go through the question of the community now. So if you have question, guys, please ask it in English for now, because we'll switch in French, of course, at the end of the questions. But if some English-speaking people are listening, please ask your question in English, and we will answer it, of course, especially on Twitch, if possible, because I don't have the question X. So please ask it on Twitch if you have some question in English, and we will answer it. And at the end of the video, of course, in French, we will do the quiz to earn some Galeons. So we will switch in French, I guess, because we have a lot of French in our community. But okay, thank you. It was nice to talk in English.